Okay, if you're a busy professional, you know this exact feeling. The alarm clock goes off and bam, you're instantly hit with this massive spike of cortisol and just dread. You've got this mile-long to-do list, back-to-back meetings staring you down, and honestly, you're completely exhausted before your feet even hit the bedroom floor. Well, today in this explainer, we're going to flip the script. We are going to re-architect your vitality using 5 really small, highly effective, scientifically backed daily experiments.
So let's dive right into this by addressing that universal, incredibly heavy feeling. Because look, we all know there are days when your mind is perfectly clear and your body feels light, right? And then there are those other days. The days when absolutely nothing is technically wrong, yet you wake up feeling incredibly drained, reactive, unmotivated, and just totally stuck inside your own head. Why does that actually happen to so many of us? Well, here's the truth that most people completely miss. Feeling incredible is not random. Lasting well-being isn't just dumb luck, it's not a genetic lottery, and it's definitely not a personality trait reserved only for those naturally happy morning people. Your baseline energy is actually built through specific, targeted habits that quietly rewire your mind and body every single day. So we're going to treat this like a science experiment, with you as the main subject. All right, let's jump straight into Experiment 1, the morning stress trap. This is all about waking up without external input. Think about the very first moment you open your eyes in the morning. What's the immediate reflex? For most of us, it's reaching right for the phone. And right there, you trigger the reactive morning. You instantly flood your brain with messages, social media, the news, and literally everyone else's emergencies, creating massive mental fatigue before you even have a chance to think for yourself. Now contrast that with the clear morning. You're drinking water, you're having a natural wake-up, and you're building a much sharper focus before the world starts demanding things from you. So here's your very first daily experiment, broken down into a super simple 3-step routine. Step 1, absolutely no external input for the first 30 to 60 minutes of your day. No phone, no endless scrolling, no emails. Just you. Step 2, sit up and drink a big glass of water. Step 3, simply exist for a few minutes and let your mind wake up naturally. If you run this experiment, you are going to notice something fascinating. Your brain's dopamine levels will actually stabilize, your focus will sharpen, and you will completely prevent that dreaded mid-morning energy crash. Moving right along to Experiment 2, activating your nervous system. The subtitle says it all here, move before you feel like it. Let's be real, most people sit around waiting for motivation to strike before they move their bodies. But if you're a tired professional, motivation is completely unreliable. It's just not going to be there at 6 a.m. Energy doesn't come before action, it actually comes after it. So I'm challenging you to try just one of these quick physical experiments, even if you feel entirely exhausted and deeply resent the mere idea of moving. Go for a brisk 10-minute walk outside, do some light stretching right there in your room, hit 20 quick bodyweight squats, or follow a short home workout video. Now, here's where the science gets really cool. This isn't about getting shredded before the sun comes up. It's actually a mechanical override. When you move, you literally force your nervous system into gear. You are sending a hard biological signal to your brain that says, hey, we are alive, we are active, we are okay. It rapidly increases blood flow and naturally boosts your mood. So even if you feel sluggish at first, I promise you, you will absolutely feel more alive afterward. Okay, on to Experiment 3. Defeating daily decision fatigue. We're going to streamline your workday choices. You might not realize it, but every single small decision you make drains your mental energy. It's like a leaky faucet for your brain. What to wear, what to eat, when to start that big project, what email to reply to first, what to just ignore. Individually, sure, they seem completely harmless, but together they compound into this massive thing called decision fatigue. It's that heavy mental exhaustion caused by countless micro-choices that leaves you feeling totally wiped out by, say, 2 p.m., even if you feel like you didn't actually do much physical work that day. To run a daily experiment against this, we just need to simplify. Take the micro-choice of what to wear. Your experiment? Lay your outfit out the night before. What to eat? Try eating the exact same breakfast most days. Your daily schedule? Stick to a simple, repeated routine. By eliminating these totally unnecessary options, your brain doesn't have to waste precious glucose on trivial stuff. You end up saving all that massive computing power for meaningful focus, emotional balance, and high-level problem-solving at your job. Next up is Experiment 4, escaping the highlight reel. Yeah, we're talking about the absolute danger of the midday scroll. We've all done it. You hit that midday slump, pull out your phone, and suddenly you are completely destroying your own mood through comparison. You see someone traveling the world, making tons of money, looking fitter, and just appearing perfectly successful.
But you have to remember, you are comparing your full, chaotic, unedited reality to their carefully curated highlight reel. It is inherently unfair to you, and it's a huge energy drain.
So, here is your midday experiment. The very next time you catch yourself scrolling and comparing, I want you to stop and ask yourself this exact question. What small step can I take today to move forward? Instead of spiraling and thinking, oh, why am I not there yet? You aggressively redirect your brain's attention back to your own tangible progress. That tiny shift alone, from comparison right back to progress, rapidly changes how you feel about your life in that exact moment.
And finally, we hit Experiment 5, offloading your nighttime mind. It's time to empty that brain for some deep rest.
Your workday is finally over. But let's face it, your mind doesn't just instantly switch off just because your body is tired. In fact, often, the quiet of the night actually amplifies regret, random awkward memories, and intense anxiety about tomorrow's massive to-do list. So I want you to try this 5-minute writing experiment right before bed. Treat it as a mechanical mental offload. Grab a piece of paper, a real piece of paper, not your phone, and write down the answers to these prompts. What is on your mind right now? What specifically stressed you out today? What actually went well today? And what do you need to do tomorrow? By transferring these heavy, looping thoughts out of your brain and onto paper, you ensure you aren't carrying them into your sleep. Honestly, a lighter mind practically guarantees deeper, much more restorative rest. As we wrap this up, I want you to consider this really simple truth. The goal is to stop doing the things that drain the person you already are. This right here is the core thesis of our explainer today. Feeling incredible and curing that awful morning stress isn't about radically changing your entire life or becoming some totally different, unrecognizable person overnight. It's really just about adopting small daily patterns that protect your baseline energy so you can be more stable, more focused, and a whole lot more present. So, here is the big question. Which of these 5 daily experiments will you try tomorrow to reclaim your morning? Are you going to delay checking your phone? Maybe knock out 20 quick squats? Simplify your breakfast choices? Redirect your midday comparisons? Or offload those racing thoughts tonight? I want you to pick just one. Run the experiment and watch exactly how it transforms your daily grind.